Hi, thanks for using my court coach. I'm Sarah and I'm your instructor as we discuss the non-guideline child support findings attachment, also known as Form FL-342A. As with all our court forms, you want to fill in the identifying case caption information at the top. This is not a standalone form. This is typically attached to other forms and more typically attached to some sort of formalized order. So underneath the title, you would identify the document that this form is being attached to. When would you use this form? If you and the other party are able to agree on your own to a non-guideline formula, then you need to fill in this form. Guideline is the statewide formula that the state is bound by. However, there are times when the court will accept an agreement that is non-guideline. So in order to fill it out, you need to mark box 1 and advise as to whether the amount you're agreeing to is below or above the statewide guidelines set forth in that formula, and you need to list what the child support amount under that formula would be. Hopefully either the court can run the numbers for you or you have access to some sort of child support calculator where you can determine what the guideline is. The purpose of this form is that the court can be confident that you know what you are giving up if you are accepting either below or above the guideline amount. Under line 2, again, you're going to list what the guideline amount of support would be and who would be paying for it. Section 2A or B, you would indicate if the amount you're agreeing to is higher or lower than the guideline amount, and then what that revised amount that you're agreeing to is. So the amount that you're agreeing to that is not guideline goes in here. A lot of times we reach these non-guideline orders in order to avoid further litigation, and maybe the parties don't agree on what guideline would be. Sometimes there's disputes about each party's income. What I do in those situations is I attach a proposed guideline amount from each party. So I will attach one guideline calculation and it says mother's position, and then I'll attach another proposed calculation and say father's position. And so I will include as to what guideline is, a range that would be a range from mother's position to father's position or vice versa. Then on line 2C, you would indicate when this order is in effect to, and usually that's going to be until further order. Section D, these are the basis that the court can consider deviating from guideline 4. Sale of the family residence is deferred and the rental value of the family residence exceeds the mortgage payments, homeowners insurance, property taxes by however much per month. That is authorized under Family Code Section 4057B2. If a party paying support has extraordinarily high income and the amount determined under the guideline would exceed the needs of the child, that is authorized under Family Code Section 4057B3. If one of the parties is not contributing to the needs of the children at a level commensurate with that person's custodial parenting time, then you can deviate from guideline under Family Code Section 4057B4. And then for special circumstances, if these special circumstances exist, you can deviate from guideline. And again, all of this is under Section 4057B. If the parents have different time-sharing arrangements for different children, if the parents have substantially equal custody of the children, one parent has a much lower or higher percentage of income used for housing than the other parent, or if the child has special medical or other needs that require support greater than the formula amount, and then you just need to specify what those needs are. If any of these apply, as for why you're deviating from guideline, check the appropriate box. I will be honest, I almost always check for subset 4, other. And I almost always write in here, parties wish to avoid further litigation. The court will accept that if that is the basis for reaching a non-guideline child support agreement. So again, this will get attached to your overall child support order that you are submitting to the court. I hope you found this helpful. Good luck.